大家好，歡迎翻到嚟 Fallout 4啊！咁打咗少少卒仔啦，我終於行到嚟呢個 Good Neighbor 啦。咁我哋要揾呢個醫生呢，可以將腦裏邊嘅 data 攞出嚟。呢個醫生呢，叫做 Doctor Amari，咁就會喺 Good Neighbor 裏邊。咁我哋而家入去啦。So far 呢，覺得 Fallout 4越嚟越好玩啦，啲畫面靚啦，槍戰嘅時候唔會好似 CS 咁樣幾下就死啊，但係亦都有你個可以改槍啦，同埋最緊要係你覺得你個角色喺度成長緊嘅。
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
試下叫佢退後先，咁佢想勒索我啦，話要俾低啲錢等我人生財產有啲保險。
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
What was that? I couldn't hear over the sound of all that pathetic. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
咁佢話我唔將我嘅財物俾佢呢，我就會有好恐怖
What do you
嘅
care? She ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let her go.
Soft head cop. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new mayor.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something.
Ooh.
Why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here.
Watch
Go
your
ahead,
hands.
sister.
咁佢本來想勒索我啦，跟住仲同呢個咁嘅孤傲講，呢個孤傲原來市長嚟嘅喎，同佢講，如果你再俾啲外族啊咁樣蹂躪我哋嘅城市，咁我哋遲早就選個新市長啊！跟住呢個骷髏骨竟然衝埋去捅死佢。Yes.
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of him.
Good. Now don't let this incident taint your view of our little community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Good
Good
neighbor.
That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
咁呢個 Hancock 市長呢，就話呢個 Good Neighbor 呢，就係一個由三教九流全部俾人拒絕嘅人去組成嘅一個市鎮嚟嘅。咁佢同我講話，如果我留喺度耐啲，識多啲 friend 呢，我就會將呢度當成係我屋企啊！唔知係咪呢？係唔小心又衝咗埋去改槍添。我哋繼續故事嘅發展啦，就揾呢個唔知 Doctor Amari。
Brotherhood of Steel, better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying. Now, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my time. Like shit.
佢
Shit
知道
starts going missing.
佢知道我爬嚟爬去就係要偷佢嘢。阿 Piper 又唔中意我偷嘢，個個都唔中意我偷嘢，但我好中意偷嘢。點搞呢？我唔緊要，入去揾呢個 Dr. Amari。
Well,
Anh
Mr.
nét diễn hay sao?
Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Flirt 即係調情啦，咁佢可以作一個動詞或者名詞。咁頭先呢個都着得頗為性感嘅女人就話阿 Nick，唉，都係一個衰鬼嚟嘅，成日同佢調情。咁啊話俾我哋聽，阿 Mary 喺樓下。
Irma.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, alright?
佢似乎好中意阿 Nick 喎，呢個Emma 同我講呢話，我唔想知道你做緊乜嘢，但係你搞乜都好啦，就唔好俾呢個鋼鐵鐵石心腸嘅男人呢受傷
Dr.
害。
Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
哦，Dr. Amari 都係個女人嚟嘅。直接俾個腦
We
佢。
need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
咁佢又話，除咗咁樣做好唔道德之外啦，侮辱咗一個死者之外，佢嗰個 machine 呢係要一個活生生嘅人腦去操作嘅。Please help us.
Were you going to say something?
So what
Isn't
now?
there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
俾個腦佢。
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
咁佢話全部 Institute 嘅科技呢都差唔多嘅 model， 差唔多嘅設計，而呢個 Hello 嘅腦亦都唔例外啦。裝落 Nick 度得唔得啊？將 Hello 嘅
Nick's an older model synth. Is he still compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in.
hook right
But
in。
even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
正啊！咁我某程度上可以同 Hello 去合作咯。
Hey, I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine.
我估呢個 Nick 係會變成壞人嘅 at some point of the game， 因為佢而家表現實在太無私啊！以一個
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr.
以一個遊戲嘅角色或者一個故事嘅角色嚟講咧，
functions could be dire.
佢實在太好啦，太完
Feeling
美
any
嘅。
different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
咁啊，醫生就話呢個組件咧裝咗落阿 Nick 個腦度咧都睇唔到啊，因為俾人上咗鎖，要解碼先至可以知道佢嗰個咁嘅信息係咩嚟嘅。A way to break it， 有冇
Were
辦
you
法
going to say something?
Tell me you
可
have
以
a
解
way
鎖
past
啊
this,
解
Doctor.
碼？
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
佢話一個腦解唔到碼，如果兩個腦呢，佢話將佢接駁埋落嗰個記憶度，咁阿 Nick 呢就做個本體，咁我嘅意識呢就可以去偵破嗰個信息啦。好 sarcastic。
Nick and I are gonna share a mind. I'm not gonna see him in any compromising positions, am I?
If a smart mouth was all it took to solve problems, we would have found your son by now.
No. You won't have to worry about that. The only memories you'll access are the ones in the implant.
頭先 sarcastic 真係串嘴咧，就話：哇！如果我同阿 Nick 去 share 同一個記憶咧，咁我唔會見到啲阿 Nick 嗰啲污糟邋遢咁嘅往事啊。咁啊，醫生就話唔使擔心啦，只會見到 Hello 腦裏邊嗰啲 memory 嘅。Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side. 死符先。哦，咁樣㗎。
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
我係咪可以用下 Hello 咧？喺佢嘅 memory 裏邊。白晒啊！白晒啊！
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
哇，幾得意喎！我而家就喺 Hello
This
嘅
is
腦裏
the
邊啦。
earliest intact memory I can find.
基本上都係個迷宮，跟住個腦就得啦啩。應該冇乜特別嘅，使乜解謎
Remember,
呢？
you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked?
咁呢個 Hello 細個
I think now
啦
she
，Hello
wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. It doesn't matter now, though.
咁呢個佢係 Kellogg 媽咪啦。咁喺回憶裏邊 Kellogg 就話好後悔咧冇殺到佢阿媽，因為佢唔係冇，sorry，好後悔冇殺到佢阿爸，因為佢阿媽係咁俾佢老豆傷
Dad was
害啦
either。drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe. teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him.
佢媽咪就話：你夠大個仔啦，可以揸槍啦。你老豆係廢柴嚟嘅，所以靠晒你去保護我哋屋企啊！
You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise.
佢阿媽話：你要學識揸槍先至可以生存。
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
咁見到個 Carrot 大個咗啦，係嘛？
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it, and it's gone.
哦，Sarah 應該係
I mean,
佢
you may
嘅女
think
伴
to
啦。
yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like.
Carrot 就話有好多時咧，
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
你未失去過咧，就唔知自己開心嘅。當你覺得開心嗰陣時咧，你唔會全心咁去相信佢啊。
I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just. Are you sure these guys know what they're doing?
我有個 BB 喎。
Kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. A little Mary, too.
Little Mary 啊，呢個 BB 啊。
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
咁啊
You sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen,
，Sarah 頭先大概就話：喂，好擔心
see
喎，
this?
老公或者佢條仔咧，
You and Mary safe. I promise.
就同啲唔知咩人群埋一齊啦，又接埋啲唔知咩 job，嗰班人都好似 Lang Can 咁嚟，都唔知掂唔掂嘅。
We are. You'll see.
咁當然 Kayla 就同佢講：
That's okay.
係啊，佢哋都冇乜經驗，所以我嚟咯。
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
咁 Kayla 又話：下次啊，如果夠多人跟我嘅話，我就可以自己組織自己條 team 啊，就可以自己出去接 job 啦，就唔使跟呢班人揾食啊。
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg?
有把聲，
You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you?
把聲話你
Just so you know, they died like
I
dogs.
found another memory to
And
try.
you
I'll connect you.
weren't there to help them.
咁一把聲就話你估啊，你搞我哋唔會搞翻你咩？佢話 they 啦，佢哋啦，唔知邊個，好似狗咁樣死咗。
Mind if we sit down?
應該講佢老婆仔女，或者講佢女伴同埋個女。
Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
呢個 K 落睇得有啲似 Nicholas Cage 啊。
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And you'll do this all by yourself.
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it. So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
咁又睇到佢個女個 BB 應該死咗之後啦，咁佢乜 job 都知啦，甚至去幫人殺人啊，做一個殺手。
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
終於揾到 Institute
It's
啦。
come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something.
咁頭先呢個
We're running out of
agent
brain here.
就話：喂 Kellogg， 你
there's
成
one
日
that
阻
looks
住我哋
mostly
Institute 去
connecting
做
you.
嘢。咁啊 Kellogg 就話有辦法啦，如果我幫你做嘢，咁咪解決晒所有問題咯。咁開頭佢都唔肯啦，send 啲機械人去打佢啦。咁啊 Kellogg 好型咁樣一打三，消滅咗啲機械人。
Initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
呢個係我哋個 game 一開始嗰個冬眠倉。
How's now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth? If they needed something done, they came to me. Wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
咁佢話通常咧佢做 job 咧就冇 Institute 啲人跟住，今次咧係例外啊。
Open it.
咁佢唔知咧要捉呢個 BB 係邊個，佢覺得咧 Institute 都唔知佢真正嘅身份，唔知佢真正嘅影響力啊。
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never like to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
佢話殺咗個男人咧，
I'm only
好過搶咗佢仔之後，由得佢自生自滅。
Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have a backup.
呢個係我嚟
Cryogenic
嘅。
sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup? Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long.
Almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm.
咁啊 Kellogg 話佢知道咧留低我呢個生口係一個錯誤嚟，但係佢夠自信咧，佢覺得佢應該可以搞掂佢啊，搞掂我啦真係。而家佢知道如果連我都復仇成功咧，咁 Institute 咧都唔會捱得好耐，遲早俾我揾到。
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
咦？又要從頭嚟過。
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. I was now the Institute's main operator in the company. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
咁佢話啲 eggheads 咧，即係呢個類似科學家咁嘅，唔中意俾我指示嘅。但係我令佢知道佢需要我。
Leaving her alive. Open it. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too.
Soft pre-war
if she could take me out,
dweller.
They won't be able to hide from her for long.
即係手無搏雞之力嘅，未打仗之前嘅住喺避難所嘅人。
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here, baby.
No. I got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you one. I was now the Institute. The eggheads never liked taking orders. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
呢個 game mode 咧有啲似 Steam 一隻 game The Vanishing 咩 Carter。
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory, so good news, I think.
His whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works.
佢講有個 old man 啦，
outsmarted me in
老
the
人
end.
間啦。
Another loose end tied up.
佢話覺得而家佢 Simon City 同阿 Sean 一齊住咧，係個有利啊，嚟到引誘我過嚟。
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
咁啊 Carol 話都唔係佢嘅意思咧，去湊住阿 Sean， 但係同佢住一齊咧，某程度上咧提醒佢，如果佢女仲未死嘅時候會點咯。
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines.
咁佢話呢啲都係機械人嚟嘅喎，而家呢個叫做 Coursers，
stronger and
又聰
faster
明
than
啦，又
almost
強
any
壯啦，
real
又
human.
快，專係
I'm
殺
just
人
glad they were
殺
always
人
on my
機械
side.
機器。
Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just eliminate.
咁同埋佢話有個博士咧叫 Brian Virgil 咧，就喺 Institute 嗰度逃走咗，去咗一個地方叫 Glowing Sea 啊。
So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
咁阿 Sean 仲以為佢帶佢去揾爹哋添。點解識飛㗎呢個人？
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
哇！識 teleport 咁巴閉。
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
咁啊 ，Doctor Ameria 話：，唔怪得知冇人揾到佢入口啦，原來冇入口。佢係 Institute 係靠瞬間移動嘅 teleportation 去俾人揾到嘅。白色，白色，白色。
Movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
揾力啦。Fine.
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
Virgil.
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that
如果
scientist
我
who
哋揾到呢個
escaped.
科學家咧，就應該知道個 Institute 喺邊啦。
This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea?
The glowing
That
sea
can't be
係。
right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
probably dead. I'll find him.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea.
佢話個 glowing sea 有好多輻射嘅。點樣
How do I
反
fight
輻
that
射
much
呢？
radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
咁佢話嗰個 glowing sea 咧，即係發光海咧。點解叫發光海？就係應該好多熒光色嘅輻射物質啦。咁我要有啲防輻射裝備，例如嗰啲 Rad-X 啊、Radaway 啊嗰啲藥咧，或者 Power Armor 或者總之好啲嘅嘢去對付嗰啲輻射啊。如果唔係會死啊，死悄悄。
Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Remove the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
咁佢阿 Nick 喺樓上等我。哇！估唔到呢 part 都係幾長啊！話有冇嘢執呢？好，呢 part 都幾長嘅。咁啊，下次再見。如果你 enjoy 呢個 series 呢，咁就 like 同埋 subscribe 我嘅 YouTube channel 啦 ，Eat World HK 啊，仲有 Facebook channel。呢度有好多嗰啲講頭先佢講嗰啲嘢啦。非常好，下次再見，拜拜。